Last time on the Ezio Trilogy. Hola amigos, Ghost here, and today we continue our Let's Play of the Ezio Trilogy. Ezio has completed all of the guild challenges given to him, and was awarded for his efforts with new weapons, gear, and other advantages for the future. Ezio also entered and mastered the Mercenaries Fight Club challenges. Finally, Ezio bought several shops and a landmark. Now, Ezio meets with Sofia to continue the search for the Masyaf Keys. Let's do this!
Salute! I am closing in on 2 more books. One near Topkapi and the other in the Bayezid district.
Bayezid first. Topkapi will be a dead end.
Ah, see.
What do you make of this?
Oh, Ezio. Incredibile! Early Coptic bindings, still in good shape. Amazing. This must be a 3rd century transcription of the original.
Sofia, what happened here?
Oh, that happens once or twice a year. People break in thinking they will find money. I do not keep much here, but this time they made off with a portrait of some value. It is a shame.
You keep working. I will find your painting.
Ezio, the thief could be anywhere by now.
If the thief came for money, but took a painting, he should be close by, eager to get rid of it.
Well, if you happen to find it within the next few hours, meet me by the aqueduct. I will be running errands.
Portrait of a lady. Someone has broken into Sofia's shop and stolen a painting of considerable value. While she works, recover the painting. Full synchronization, steal the painting without the merchant spotting you. Will do.
Where is it, ladro? Confess!
I do not need to. I will just keep hitting you until you talk.
I found that. I mean, someone gave it to me.
Get your story straight before you lie to my face. I do not care how you got the painting. Just tell me where it is.
I sold it to a merchant in the bazaar. How else will I feed myself?
Next time, find a nicer way to be a canaglia.
Assassin! Somebody stop!
What's the disturbance? It is a good likeness, don't you think?
I prefer the original.
Buffone. This was a gift from my father for my 28th birthday. I had to sit for Messer Albrecht Dürer for a full week. Can you imagine me sitting still for 7 days, doing nothing?
I cannot.
Una tortura. So, I found you another book location. And it is not far from here, actually.
Grazie.
Ezio, what is this all about? You are not a scholar, that much is clear. Do you work for the church?
Not the church, no. But I am a teacher, of a kind. I will explain one day, Sofia. When I can.
Signs and Symbols, Part 2. Niccolò Polo hid a book near the Valens Aqueduct, containing clues to a Masyaf Key's location. Use the Polo symbols to reveal it. Alrighty then.
What do you think you're doing?
The Flute Girl by Menander has been found. Form of the Ox unlocked. Alrighty then.
What did you find? Another key?
Door of some kind, bricked up with hard stone.
Ah, promising. The first key was found behind a similar door.
Timules. And how did they open that door?
They did it. The earthquake did.
Iperoca. All we have are a few barrels of gunpowder.
This should do. And if it does not, we get more.
Yeah!
The assassin! Go! Go!
The Form of the Ox. A clue left behind by Polos has brought Ezio to the Forum of the Ox. Unfortunately, the Templars are searching here too. Full synchronization. Do not take any damage. Will do.
You will not leave here alive!
Show yourself!
He's there! Ville!
Evoine!
Don Petit Jame!
No, no. He is here somewhere. Assassin!
He's behind us! too! Steady!
Assassin! Show yourself!
Scotoste ton bastardo!
Show yourself!
We have gunpowder! We should use it!
Stand back! Give me some room!
He's behind us!
Never underestimate this madman!
Now, party!
Once more, one of my favorite missions in the game. That thing was so cool. The little chase sequence. And it's really not hard to not get hit. It's not hard at all. It's a pretty good mission. The chase was good. The optional objective was easy. It was just cool. Before we complete the final mission in this sequence, let us buy the remaining shops and faction buildings and as many landmarks as we can. First up, this doctor for 1864. Income increased to $35,050. Or coins. Or ake, or whatever it's called. I'm not sure what the currency was exactly. Next up is this blacksmith for 6,159. Income increased to 35,325.
I also meant kitchen necessities. What?
Next up is bookstore, or bookshop, I mean, for 3,117. Income increased to 35,600. That's a lot of money.
You want it? I have it.
Next up, we're gonna buy this tailor shop for 2,699. Income increased to 35,850. Let's see how much this landmark costs. The Ghoul Mosque is for 38,100. You know what? Let's buy it. Income increased to 36,450. Nice. And of course our notoriety is high again. Lovely. Next up on our list is this doctor for 2,087. Our income increases to 36,700.
Come be healed. Wellness.
Following that, we have a tailor shop right over here. This costs 2,983. Our income increases to 36,950.
Come, friends.
Bam.
Hear the con-
Next up on our list is this blacksmith for 7,206. And our income increases to 37,225. Now we buy this tailor shop for 2,983. And our income increases to 37,475.
Come, friends, see the difference.
With that, we bought the last tailor and a moment ago, the last blacksmith. Nice. Next up, this doctor for 2,338. And our income increases to 37,725 every 20 minutes.
Come be healed.
And this is the
Wellness
final
for all.
medical shop / doctor shop that we needed to buy. Bam. Next up on our list of things to buy is this faction building, and we will be giving it to the Romanis as this faction building is very close to their HQ. And we'll be buying it for $1,200. Our income increases to 37,875. There we go. Next up on our list is this bookshop for 3,491. And our income increases to 38,150. Nice. And this is the
Whatever your
final
cookies
bookshop to be
need, I
renovated.
can provide for them. I have an astonishing...
Next up on our list is this faction building, and we will be giving it to the mercenaries for 1,200. Our income increases to 38,300. Next up on our list is this faction building. And this one will go to the mercenaries for 1200. Their income increases to 38,450. Bam. Next up, this faction building, and it'll be going to the thieves for 1200. Income increase to 38,600. Bam. The final faction building will belong to the Romanis for 1200. And our income increases to 38,750. Bam. I was able to find a landmark that we can afford, the Column of Marcion, for 28,700. Bam. Our income has increased to 39,100. Nice. Found another landmark I can buy, the Fatith Mosque, for 35,000. I honestly do not know how to pronounce that first word. It is tripping me up. I'm pretty sure it's not pronounced how it's spelled. Income increased to 39,550. But yeah, I'm not sure the exact pronunciation of that word. Constantinople is 75% rebuilt. Nice. So something about the Mediterranean defense that has yet to happen in this series is when you control a city, you have 50% control over it, and you stay around that if at max, and if it drops too low, almost to zero, then the Templars basically try to attack that city, and you are forced then to do a mission called Defend the City, and it's an extremely hard mission technically if you don't have high-ranking assassins. The Templars have been launching a series of covert attacks around the city. Stop them before the fighting erupts into all-out chaos. And you see, luckily we have several assassins that are strong enough for this, and to prevent us from losing that city. And basically, if any other city goes too low below control, like I want to say you have to reach 0% control or like 5 or 10%. But basically, if you do not keep an eye on it, like Genoa, for instance, that's at 2% actually. So it does have to get to 0%. So you have to like actually continuously do missions, focus on whatever city needs support immediately before doing other ones. So yeah, I just wanted to show that off at the moment since it just popped up like in the last 5 minutes. So yeah. The next landmark we're gonna buy is Valens Aqueduct for 49,750. Bam. Income increased to 39,200. Bam. The next landmark will be the Bazid Mosque for 37,250. And our income increases to a solid 40,000. Bam. The next landmark I'm gonna buy is the Zayrik Mosque for 33,450. Our income increases to, let's see, 40,600. Alrighty then. The next landmark I'm going to buy is the Grand Bazaar for 42,350. Oh, that's a pretty cool angle. That was pretty cool how they did it with the Grand Bazaar. Income increase of 41,400. Alrighty then. The next landmark I'm going to buy is Forum of the Ox for 32,300. Bam. Our income increases to 43,300. The next landmark I'm going to buy is Forum of Constantine for 29,750. Income increased to 43,750. Bam. So, there are two things that I want to talk about real quick about Mediterranean defense. That while I was off-screen grinding, getting money so I could buy the remaining landmarks, that I both relearned / re-remembered. Firstly, the last Templar symbol, which is on the island of Rhodes. If in the original version of AC Revelations that had multiplayer, if I remember correctly, you were able to unlock that city through playing the multiplayer mode and have an extra city to, well, control in the Mediterranean defense in single player. But because AC, the Ezio collection, which is how I'm playing AC Revelations right now, doesn't have multiplayer, so technically that will forever be part of, well, the Templar control. Rhodes will never be able to be liberated. So technically, canon-wise, Ezio actually liberates Rhodes through the Mediterranean defense. And, well, we aren't able to actually do that, but I want to let y'all know that technically, canonically-wise, by the end of this series, and since I'm barely showing the Mediterranean defense anymore, that Rhodes from here on out, even though it doesn't look like it's liberated, let's just say it is for the sake of the lore of the series. So yeah. And secondly, I'll admit, as I was grinding, it was starting to get a little bit tougher and tougher to defend some of these places from losing a lot of our control over it. And that is because I had forgotten about a second crucial part to defending these cities once we capture them, which is sending assassins to basically manage these cities, and you can have up to 5 for every city. And so all those install a new den in every one of these cities. That unlocks another slot for you to be able to put another assassin into those things. So this entire time, I've been neglecting this aspect, and that is why for some of these places, as you can see, we're going down to the 16%, 2% to 5%, 23%. That it's not that we're not trying to keep these up, it's just that I had forgotten about that crucial crucial mechanic of this mode, even though literally it shows at the bottom of the screen, manage assassin, or assassins. I had completely forgotten about that mechanic, which surprisingly the Mediterranean defense doesn't tell you about, but is, well, quite easy to discover on your own and quickly able to be done properly, and from there you're actually able to succeed much better in Mediterranean defense. So how does Manage Assassin work basically? Well, you have up to 5 slots once you unlock all the dens for each of these cities, and you could put multiple assassins there, and once they're gone from your list, you have to recruit more assassins, upgrade them, and then put them out into more cities. So it's kind of like you're building another small army of assassins that can go assist and do stuff. And if I remember correctly, you can actually send your district masters to these cities, and thus you'll have to remake a new district master, which is kind of cool that you could do that, but I feel like you shouldn't be able to do that, since I feel that would break the lore of the game, since several of these characters have went through side missions with you. But regardless, obviously we won't be doing that. We'll be sending our lesser known assassinos, ones that weren't part of a side mission or a major mission, but you're able to send up to 5, and if I remember correctly, each one of them gives like either 10 or like between like 5 and 15% assassin control to the city once you assign them to that city, and thus once you have all the slots filled, you actually are able to make these cities reach 100% assassin control. Obviously, they won't stay at 100% if because the Templars will continue, because they'll slowly degrade over time, and you have to continuously send missions over and over to keep it from degrading to the point where cities are under siege. But that is basically what the mechanic I was missing out on, slash I had forgotten to do and tell y'all about. That's my bad. I honestly didn't remember about this mechanic. It's been a while since I played AC Revelations. This is the first time I played it for this series in like a year or two, and it's not hidden, but it's one of those things where you have to be like paying super close, not super close, close enough detail to notice like that. What does that managed assassin thing? Oh, it does this. Okay, so yeah. That is basically what I wanted to talk about real quick about Mediterranean defense. I know in the last chapter I said we were basically done with Mediterranean defense, so that we could move on and focus mostly on the last few side things and then fully into the main story. But clearly Mediterranean defense said, nah, you have other things you gotta do real quick. But it's okay. From here on, I'll be just doing the grinding out myself. I will show off the mechanic right here by sending Candida to become the first assassino to be assigned to one of the cities in Mediterranean defense. And as you can see, once we do that, we have an empty slot that we have to fill with a new assassino from the field in Constantinople. So yeah, let us confirm our decision. And now you can see she's part, when you scroll over to her, bam. The next landmark we're going to buy is the Hippodrome for 46,200. Income increased to 44,800 every 20 minutes. Nice. The next landmark I'm going to buy is the Mireleon Church for 45,600. Income increased to 45,400. Wow. Nice. The next landmark on our list is the Hagia Sophia for 60,000. Bam. In all of its majesty. Income increased to 46,500. Bam. Next up on our list is the Hagia Irini for 40,000. And income increased to 48,850. Bam. And Constantinople is 100% rebuilt. That was the last landmark we needed to buy. And yeah, we have bought every shop, every landmark, every faction building in Constantinople. All that's left to do is to buy our books and weapons from the blacksmith and such. So we've done a lot. We've progressed very far since the very beginnings of AC Revelations, of when we first arrived to Constantinople some chapters ago. Alright, we're gonna buy the Anabias Alexandri from Arian of Nicomedia. It cost 23,460. Originally it would have been almost 27,600. Bam. And I think, yeah, we can afford some other ones, which I think we're going to get the Hime Singerla for 1564. 1840 was its original price, and the writer is Signore Sturluson. I'm butchering names, I'm pretty sure. Then let us buy the Book of Prophecies for 2,737. Original price was 3,220, and it was from Christopher Columbus himself. And now we're gonna buy the Golden Ass for 3,050. Originally it was 3588. Apuleius, I believe, is the name of the author. And there we go. That's all the books we can buy at the moment. Alright, let's see. We will buy The Record of the Grand Historian by Sima Guan. I think that's how that last name is pronounced. For 37,830. It originally was 44,505. Luckily, we have our influence in all the districts for cheaper prices. Bam. Alright, let's see. How much is this? This one's expensive. We should buy this one first. Yeah. The Secret History of the Mongols. Author unknown. 21,017. Originally 24,725. Bam. And now we will buy the Opus Maius by Roger Bacon for 8,309, and originally it was 9,775. Bam. And all that's left are your two books right here and here. I think these are the last two books. There might be more that show up in the bookshop if we collect like the last data fragments, or if we progress to the story. I'm not sure. I think these might be the last two, but we'll see.
The Templars have retaken their archive on Cyprus. Abbas sent no reinforcements. It was a massacre.
Oh my god.
Maria, when we left Masyaf 10 years ago, this order was strong. But all our progress has been undone.
Abbas must answer for this.
Answer to whom? The assassins obey only his command now.
Resist your desire for revenge, Altair. Speak truth, and they will see their error.
He executed our youngest son, Maria. He deserves to die.
Perhaps. But if you cannot win back the Order by honorable means, its foundation will crumble.
You are right. 30 years ago, I let passion overtake my reason. And it caused a rift that has never fully healed.
Speak reasonably, and reasonable men will listen.
Some will, but not Abbas. I should have expelled him 30 years ago when he tried to steal the apple.
But you earn the respect of the other assassins because you let him stay.
How do you know this? You were not there.
I married a masterful storyteller.
Look at this place. Masyaf is a shadow of its former self.
We have been away for a long time.
But not in hiding. The Mongol threat demanded our attention, and we rode to meet it. What man here can say the same?
Where is our eldest son? Does Darim know his brother is dead?
I sent him a message 4 days ago. With luck, it has reached him already. Abbas, I almost pity him. He wears his grudge like a cloak.
His wound is deep. It will help him to hear the truth.
As I walk these streets, I sense a great fear in the people. Not love.
Abbas has dismantled this place and robbed it of all joy.
We may be walking to our doom, Maria.
We may. but we walk together.
Let them speak.
We seek the truth about our son's death. Why was Seth killed?
Is it the truth you want? Or an excuse for revenge?
If the truth gives us an excuse, we will act on it.
Surrender the apple, Altair, and I will tell you why your son was put to death.
Ah, the truth is out already. Abbas wants the apple for himself, not to open your minds, but to control them.
You have held that artifact for 30 years, Altair, reveling in its power and hoarding its secrets. It has corrupted you.
Very well, Abbas. Take it.
What?
Before I executed your son, I told him you ordered it yourself. He died, believing you had betrayed him.
Altair! Altair! No! Strength. Altair.
Maria.
He is possessed! Kill him! Take the apple, now!
Father, I got your message. What has happened?
Darim, turn back!
Have they all gone mad?
We have to go. Abbas must not get his hands on the apple.
If you need more knives, take them. Above you. Come. Where is Mother?
She's gone, Darim. I'm sorry.
Ahead of us! What? How?
Later. First, we fight.
Brothers, we need not fight!
Forget reason, Darim. They've been poisoned by lies.
We must leave at once! Hurry!
Stay away from me!
Watch out!
Do the word of the innocent bystander. Have any work to do?
No! We cannot let them catch us!
Hit him! Now! On his tail!
Was it Abbas who killed my brother?
He killed your brother, Malik, and countless others.
He is a madman.
A madman with an army.
He will die. One day he will pay.
Please help me now!
I don't want to die!
Now!
Stay alert! It is time to go!
I have done nothing!
Was it Abbas who killed my brother?
I will have the apple, Altair, and I will have your head for all the dishonor you brought upon my family. You cannot run forever! Not from us, and not from your lies!
Maria. My love.
With that, Sequence 5 has been completed.
Let us hope there is...
Excellent news, Claudia. I now have a name. Manuel Paleologos, nephew of the deposed Byzantine Emperor Constantine. I have few doubts that he is the man leading the Templars. My task now is to interrogate a traitorous janissary named Tarek Barletti and find the location of the Templars' army. Until then, Sofia and I will continue our search for the one key that remains hidden. With every passing moment, I know my chances grow slimmer. And yet I cannot help but linger some days to stay an extra hour with her. To hear her voice and watch her face animate with joy as she speaks of the things that move her. Her books, her city, her memories. I cannot help but think what a shame it will be when I find the final key.
Sequence 6, Fortune's Disfavor. Let's check out the new things that have been added to the shops, but first let's buy the last of these books, since we have the money. Metamorphosis. Don't think that's how it's pronounced. It's Metamorphosis, I think is how it's pronounced actually. It was written by Ovid, and it is set for 7,918. It originally was 9,315. Bam. Then we have Parallel Lives from Plutarch. It cost 7,723 and originally was 9,085. And bam. That's all the books that we can buy right now. And I think there might be some more because if I remember correctly, there is a trophy for buying all the books. And that is actually one of the few trophies that I've never collected because I didn't really buy the books before. But now I do, and I think there's probably still some more books that we have to buy, so we'll see to that later on. Anyway, let's see what's at the tailor shop. Pouches, large parachute bag, alright. And what's the other one? Another knife belt upgrade, more the merrier. Alrighty then, now let's find a blacksmith, which is over here on the little mini-map you see. I think it's right around the corner. Right here. Bam. Let's see. We don't need to repair our armor. But we can get Mameluke metal spaldrons and Mameluke chest plates. Alrighty then, let's get them. Bam. Yep, there is definitely a few new weapons. I think the Sicilian Rapier is new. Same as this Condottiero axe. Alrighty then. We'll definitely try to buy all these so that we can have them in the hideout soon. Once we get enough money, because I think granted I might have enough money to buy all of them, but I'm not 100% sure. Looks like Bazid's knife is also a new small weapons, well, dagger / knife that we can also collect. Alrighty then, buy some throwing knives since we upgraded that, and bam, there we go. I like this. I like this. The armor set's pretty cool. The only thing that's a little weird, I do find the little 2 spikes on the shoulder pauldron is a little weird, but everything else is pretty cool. I like the little cape that we get. Granted, it does kind of phase through our crossbow, but it doesn't. It doesn't bother me. Still pretty good. It's time to buy all the weapons and small weapons, so we can fill up our armory in the hideout. Prussian Warhammer for 2,542. Bam. Persian Shamshir for 2,689. I think that's how it's pronounced. Shamshir. I'm not sure. I'm terrible at pronunciation. Florentine Falchion for 5,572. Merovingan, yeah, terrible. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. It's an axe. 6,228. I tried and then I failed. The Mercenario Warhammer for 6,256. The Condottiero Mace for 8,602. The Syrian Saber for 10,166. The Sledgehammer for 11,339. The Sicilian Rapier for 20,176. The Bearded Axe for 6,843. The French Bastard Sword for 12,121. And then the Condottiero Axe for 19,941. Bam. And that is all of the main weapons, both regular swords and heavy weapons. Now time for the small weapons, which is only a few of them. The Kurdish Jambia for $294. The Standard Stiletto for $685. The Arabian Dagger for $1858. The Butcher's Knife for $4,888. The Bazid's Knife for $11,261. And the Macedonian Dagger for $441. Bam. And that is all the small weapons, the main weapons. We have the crossbow, we have all ammunition refilled, and I think there's one more set of armor that we will have to wait until I think 1 or 2 sequences to get the mat fully on. So, bam, there we go. It is time to look at the Mediterranean defense one final time. Firstly to our assassinos. next to the Mediterranean defense itself. And as you can see, every single city has 5 assassinos overlooking it and helping bring most of these cities to 100% assassin control. So some of them, of course, don't have 100% as it slowly ticks down no matter what, so you can't always have 100%. But now, they're almost all at 100%, and they will stay around roughly between 100 and 75 is the lowest I've seen them go once I've had all these assassinos. And I think the drain of our control decreases as your assassinos that are assigned to these districts become higher in rank, and they get higher in rank because every city provides a certain amount of XP per day, which I think per day means every 20 minutes or I think an in-game day when it turns from night to day and such. But either way, we've done it. We've secured the Mediterranean once and for all, at least during the time of Ezio's life. And with that, we conclude today's chapter of the Ezio Trilogy. I hope you all enjoyed today's chapter. I certainly did. And honestly, I can't believe we have made it this far. 75 chapters and counting? More than any other series on the channel. It's just incredible. Thank you all for the support. Truly, thank you all. Until next time, this is Ghost, signing out.